Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to NASA Academy. As I had already informed about that we are going to start the online classes for class 10th and 12th. So today we have chosen a topic for both class 10th and 12th related to the English subject. It's also beneficial for the class 8 students, or we must say whatever the competitive exams we are facing, it's also beneficial for them. So today we will talk about the tenses. What are the tenses? First of all, we might be knowing, and it's a traditional definition. We have been hearing it, we have been getting it from the schools and other institutions, and we have just learned it, that tense is basically the time of action. It's all about the time. Tenses are all about the time. Whatever the action we perform, whatever the action we take, or whatever the action we do it in a certain time. We choose a time for doing the actions. So tense is the time of action. Suppose, let me give you an example. If I say I eat food, it means that the action which I am talking about, eating food, it's the habitual action. How? Because I am using the verb first form in this. I am using the V1, or we must say the present form in this. So, if I say I took tea, it means I am talking about the action which I have performed in the past. Similarly, if I say I will take tea, it means I am just assuring, or I am just talking about the time which is going to come. It means I have not yet taken tea, or I am not taking tea at present. So, what I am going to say, what I am going to talk about is, tense is basically about the action, about the time of the action. How we are performing this, at what time we are performing this action. So I am not wasting my time while analyzing this, what basically the time is, or what basically the tense is. It will take us a longer time, and it needs a huge time to discuss about these things. But today, we will come to our topic which I have chosen for today. That is, we are talking about the tenses. Simply, we will talk about three tenses. Today, I am taking about the present tense. And in present tense, I am talking about the present simple, or which is also known as present indefinite tense. Dear friends and students, if I am asking you how many tenses are there, naturally you will be answering me there are three tenses. One is present, the other is past, and the other is future. But if we will analyze it, basically we will see there are 12 tenses. You might be shocking, and it's not all about shocking. There are 12 tenses. How? If we analyze this present tense, which I am talking about, or which you will be answering on my questioning, that there are three tenses: present, past, and future. In present, we are having four subclasses. Present simple, second is present continuous, third is present perfect, and the other fourth one is present perfect continuous. And similarly, if we will talk about the past, there are also four subclasses, four branches or four kinds. We will see past simple, past continuous, past perfect, and past perfect continuous. And let us move to the future tense. There we will also we seeing that there are four kinds or four subtypes of the tense future. That is future simple, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. So today what we are going to talk about, we are going to talk about the present simple or present indefinite tense. First of all, before coming to the structure of this tense, let us discuss, let us see what basically present simple is. What is the present simple tense talking about? So you might be knowing, or we might say that present simple is the tense in which we learn how to talk and write in English about those actions which we do daily, which you call the habitual actions. These are the habitual actions which we perform on the daily basis, or these are called those actions which we perform on a routine basis, on the daily basis. So present simple covers first those actions which we do daily as a habit or as a routine, or the second thing which we are going to talk about is which does happen daily in the universe, which are called the universal facts or sometimes universal truths. You might be getting it. Sometimes universal facts, sometimes universal truths. So present simple tense or indefinite tense first covers those actions which we do daily or as a habit or as a routine action, or which does happen daily in the universe, which we call the universal fact or the universal truth, or which is true in nature. The third thing which I am asking, which I am saying that is the one which happens daily in the universe, which is true in nature. So I will be analyzing this definition in my further. First of all, let us cover these things. First one, daily actions, which are the habitual actions or which are the routine actions. Number two, universal facts. Number three, universal truths, or which we do, which does happen daily in the universe, or which is true in nature. So, what are the daily actions which we are performing? Suppose if I ask you a question, what do you eat daily? Your answer will be, sir, we eat food daily. Where do you go daily? This will be the question from my side. You will be answering, sir, we go to school daily. Though it's not true today. So if I ask you, what do you after taking lunch? Sir, we go for the exercises. You might say we go to offer the namaz. We go to offer the namaz. So these are those things which you do daily. Suppose if you ask me the question, I will tell you what I do daily. I wake early in the morning, go to washroom, make ablution, and then I offer namaz. Then I come to home back and take my we must say breakfast. Then I take Kashmiri tea with chapatis, and then I go to my reading room. Then I do my homework. Then I leave for my school at 9:30. I reach school. So on and so forth. Gradually, I will be telling all the things which I do daily. So these are the habitual actions. These are the routine actions which we are talking in this particular present simple or indefinite. Are you getting? Number two, those actions which are universal facts. Universal facts are those things which will never be changed. Now, scientifically, sometimes we must say, scientifically, they might not be true, but we say about these things that universal facts are those things which are happening in the universe daily. Number one, the earth rises in the east. So the sun rises in the east. The sun sets in the west. The earth revolves around the sun. These are those things which are universal facts. Universal truths are those, suppose, let me say, the milk is green. Will you just agree with me? No. Why? Because we have seen that milk has always been white. Whatever is in the liquid form, which we use in our tea, daily usage, which we use in making in different foodstuffs, is called milk. So milk is white. So if I say milk is green, you might not be agreeing with me. Even you will never agree with me. Number two, the earth is flat. The mother earth is flat. No one will agree with me. Why? Because we have seen in the Quran, the Holy Quran, Almighty Allah says that the earth is round. Scientifically, it has been proved that earth is round. So these are the universal facts. The grass is green. The blood is red. The sky, in looking, it's blue. I have already discussed. Sometimes it might be contradicting we must say, the scientific discoveries. But naturally we see in a generalization manner that sky is blue. So I am just saying those actions which we do daily, those actions which we do as a habit or routine, those actions which are universal facts, universal truth is covered in the present simple. Right? Sometimes we are saying that the historical facts are there. Historical facts. What is historical fact there? Simply, we must be saying about the World War II. Is fought. Right? About the dates, we might be saying about the dates of these historical facts. So these all are covered in the present simple. Now let us move to its application part, or we must say, let us see what is the law, what is the structure of this tense. In structure of this tense, or we must say the law says that there should be subject plus V1. What's V1? V1 is the present form of the verb. So before coming to this V1, we might know, or we should know that there are 4 or 5 forms of a verb. One verb is having 4 or 5 forms. Number 1, V1, V2, V3 and V4. Sometimes we might say V5, but it's not always true. Most of the linguists and the grammarians do not just agree with this, that there is the 5th form. Number 1, V1 is called the present form. For example, if I say eat becomes the present form or V1. Number 2, ate becomes the second form, V2, or it's also called the past form. Number 3, V3, it's called the present participle. Past participle. Past participle. This is called the V3. Suppose eaten. Eat becomes V1, ate becomes V2, eaten becomes V3. And the 4th form is eating. Eating is also called the ing form. It's also called the gerund form. It's also called the progressive form, and sometimes it's called the continuous form. And V5, the question remains, what is the V5? V5 is the S form of the verb. Suppose if I say that I'm going to discuss in the coming sentences which we will form in this tense. So suppose eats, sometimes we use eats becomes 5th form of the verb. So let us come to this structure of the sentence. Suppose I am just saying subject plus V1, and we add SRES with third person singulars. You shouldn't be worried about this. What is third person? Let me explain. Subject plus V1 and SRES with third person singulars. If this third person singulars is used with the subject, so we are having subjects. Sometimes we will be having singular subjects. Sometimes we will be having plurals. Sometimes we will be having singular subjects. Sometimes we will be having plurals. In singulars, we will be having first person, second person, third person. In plurals, we will be having first person, second person, third person. If I say, I eat food, let me give you an example. It's not, I'm just going to discuss. It's not that, we will not understand it. It's very easy. I eat food. What does it mean? Suppose it's the present form of the verb. How? We are using V1. It's the present form of the verb. It's the present simple. Why? Because V1 is used. Sometimes I must say, she eats food. So I, instead of eat, I used S form. So this is only because of the subject. Subject is third person. Third person singular. Subject is third person singular. That's why I use the S form of the verb. Otherwise, I used with I only V1 without S or ES form of the verb. So, similarly, if I say, they eat food, this is true. Why? Because there is no doubt plural, but this is the third person, but this is plural. What we have discussed in the law or the structure of the sentence, we use S or ES with those verbs, with those subjects which are third person singular. Suppose, let me tell you, I, we, I is first person singular. We is also first person, but it is plural. I, first person. We, first person. I, first person singular. We, first person plural. If I say he is third person, and he is used with a single one, means singular. It becomes third person singular. She becomes third person singular. It becomes third person singular. Are you getting me? It becomes third person singular. Suppose, now let me tell you, if I say, I for myself am first person. For you, I am second person. You are second person for me. If I am talking about only one person, if I say, you stand up, the only one person gets up, it means I am talking about the second person, but is singular. You is used singular as well as plural. You is used singular as well as plural. If I am indicating to one person, you stand up, it becomes singular, only one person will rise. If I say, you stand up, the whole class will get stand up. It means you is used as plural. So you is used singular as well as plural, but in structure we use without S or ES. We use V1 in present simple with you, but we do not attach S or ES with you. Are you getting me? Are you getting me? So I am talking about, so what I was saying, we can't use you eats food. We can't use S form with you. Why? Because as in structure, we use you, we treat you as plural. With third person singulars, we use S form. So let me come to the point. What I was saying, the structure of the sentence is we use S or ES with third person singulars. Third person singulars. Suppose for myself, I am first person. For yourself, you are first person. For you, I am second person. For me, you are second person. When we both meet and talk about another person, another thing, that becomes third person. If we are talking about a single person, single thing, it becomes third person singular. If we talk about many people, many things, it becomes plural. Let me give an example. If I say I am first person singular. If I say you are second person singular as well as plural. For me, for me, you are second person singular as well as plural. For you, I am second person singular, not plural. If we are two teachers, we will be plural. If we talk about this board, this building, this paper, this class, it becomes third person. If we talk about board, it becomes singular. If we talk boards, it becomes plural. Moon is singular. Stars are plural. They are third person. Moon is third person singular. Stars are third person plural. Aslam is third person singular. Rashid is third person singular. Book is third person singular. Are you getting me? Similarly, what I was just trying to tell you that we use S or ES with verbs when the subject is third person. Suppose she eats food. If I have to say I eat food. If I have to say they eat food. If I have to say Aslam eats food. Why eats? Because Aslam is third person. Aslam is third person singular. They, no doubt, is third person, but it's used, they is used with the plurals. I is first person singular. She again is third person singular. That is why we used S form of the verb. She eats food. Are you getting me? So, what I am going to tell you that we in present simple use first form of the verb, or that is the present form of the verb. But the question arises where we use ES. Sometimes we use ES. So we are having those words or those verbs which are finished at the sound ch. In Urdu, ch. Those sounds which are ended, those verbs which are ended at the sound sh, sh, are those verbs which are ending simply on o, contain or take with themselves es. Let me give you the example. Teach, T-E-A-C-H. It's basically a technical term which I am talking about. I am talking about the phonetics. In phonetics, we use these things ch, sh, j, m, l. So when I see teach, at final or at the end, we see there is the sound ch, ch. So this, when we use with the third person singulars, it becomes es, ch, teach, my teacher, teaches, T-E-A-C-H-E-S. My teacher teaches well. So my teacher is third person singular. Teaches. I had to use T-E-A-C-H-S. No, I can't use, because the sound of the teach verb ends at ch. Show, wash. W-A-S-H, wash. When I am using this with the third person singular, it becomes washes. Wash, washes. Similarly, go. She goes to market. This O does not take S form, single S with it, but it takes ES. Goes, O. It's basically all about the phonetic diphthong O's. Goes. Right? So I'm coming to this. I'm just saying that in present simple, the structure of the sentence is subject plus verb, one form of the verb, or we must say the present form of the verb, and rest of the sentence. Sometimes we consider a sentence only subject and the verb. Suppose I eat. This is the complete sentence. So if you have gone through the definition of the sentence, what is sentence? Basically, sentence is the combination, a group of paternate sounds. Sometimes we have heard in recent times a group of meaningful words. We say it's a group of paternate sounds combined in a systematic way or in an order that gives us complete sense. Is called a sentence. So I eat is a complete sentence. She goes is a complete sentence. So what kind of sentence is it? Today, in this lecture, we are not going to talk about that. Simply, we are talking in this video, in this lecture, about the present simple tense. So present simple tense is the tense in which we learn how to talk and write in English about those actions which we do daily as a routine or as a habit, or which does happen daily in the universe. So what is the structure of the sentence? Subject plus V1, we add S or ES with third person singular. Subject, we have two kinds of subjects. One is, we must say, doer of the actions. What is subject? Sometimes it's the doer of the action, which will be discussed in other video in a detail. Subject is the doer of the action. Sometimes it is state of being. Doer of the action. Aslam reads. So Aslam is in action mode. Aslam reads. Aslam reads a book. So Aslam is in action mode. Aslam does perform the action. Doer of the. So Aslam becomes subject. He is the doer of the action. Aslam is a student. So in this sentence, Aslam does not perform at this time any work. Aslam does not perform any work, but it simply signifies that Aslam is something. What is Aslam? Aslam is a student. So this is the state of being. So we according to the definitions of the subject is sometimes the doer of the action, sometimes a state of being. But today we will not talk about subject in detail. In next video we will be discussing in detail what is subject, what are the types of subject, so on and so forth. But today what we are doing, we are talking about the present simple tense, that is indefinite. And so we came to know about the structure of the sentence. Subject plus V1, adding S or ES with third person singulars. This was the declarative sentence we were talking about. Declarative sentence, or a mere statement, We are talking about the declarative sentence, or affirmative sentence, or mere statement. This is this mere statement. There are kinds of sentences as well, which you might be knowing. Again, we are not talking about that today. So this is a declarative sentence. It's a statement, and we must say it's a positive sentence. Positive sentence. And why I'm just telling about this, it's a declarative sentence, it's a positive sentence, because we in present simple are having four kinds of tenses. Again, in present simple. What is that? We are having negatives. We are having interrogatives. We are having interrogative negatives. So, number one is present, that is present positive. Number two is negative. Number three is interrogative. And number four is interrogative negative. Right? So, we will be talking in the next next lecture about how to form the negatives, how to form interrogatives, how to form the interrogative negative sentence in the present simple. But the other thing, that according to the definition, we come to those things which are happening daily in the universe. The moon revolves around the sun. Revolve. Why revolves? Why S form? Because the moon is third person singular. What we are making mistake in the exams is only this. So examiner will be asking such a question. He might be puzzling us. He might be checking whether he is in a proper senses or not, whether he has read properly or not. He just we are making silly mistakes there by not imbibing S form in the tense, S form in the verb. So moon revolves around the sun. Moon revolves around the earth. Earth revolves around the sun. The sun rises in the east and the sun sets in the west. These are those things which are happening daily in the universe. And those things which are true, I have already discussed. Milk is white. We are using is form. Is, am, are. These are from the verb be. From verb be, we are getting first form is, am, are. The base form is be, and from be we are just taking is, am, are. Is for singulars, are is for plurals, and am is for I. So If I have to say about those actions which are true in nature, I am using is, am, are form. This is the V1 form, is, am, are. Is for singulars, am for I, and are for plurals. The sun rises in the east. This is that action which happens daily. The milk is white. This is the universal truth. This is always true. This can't be, we must say, nobody can deny this fact that milk is white. So thank you. I think it's enough for today. Hope you like our channel and you like our videos and you subscribe our channel so that whatever the videos we upload in this channel, you will get the notification for that. I again request you to please help us. Please help us in growing and keeping us enthusiastic so that we can do you more and more lectures. Thank you. Have a nice bye.